The guys just finished up pumping a fire hydrant. The water that gets in there, it creeps in from the, whether it's a rubber stopper that's degraded or a stone is stuck in there, and the water leaks in, and over time, so we go out, when we get a wet hydrant, we go out usually about every day, and we check the hydrant to make sure that everything is if it's dry. If it's not, then we use the pump like you saw and pump that water out. Well, if there's water inside the hydrant, depending on the temperatures, it could freeze. If it freezes, then that stopper won't be able to come up and allow water to come out of the hydrant. If that happens, then we have to find another hydrant that isn't frozen and be able to get water that way. Some communities in the outer lying areas where, you know, they may be using there's one hydrant in like a 2 square mile area. They may have to call on tankers. About once a month, we'll go through and we'll check all the hydrants. There's, I think, 710, or I'm not exactly sure how many, but there's in the 700s hydrants throughout the city. We go out, we check them. We find the ones that are wet, we mark them, and then if they're dry for 3 days in a row, and we do go out every day and check our hydrants to make sure that they're not frozen. But it's something that's just part of our duties. It's to have at least a 3-foot circumference right around the hydrant. That way the hoses aren't getting kinked, and we can hook them up easily and efficiently. Again, out front of the hydrant, the big hose connection that you see, that's called the steamer. That's where we hook up our supply hose, and if it goes out and there's a pile of snow there, it creates a kink, and if there's a kink there, then there's not as much water flowing through that. You know, it's kind of like a garden hose. When you bend it, you cut the water, you restrict the water flow. So it's the same principle. So doing that, making sure everything's cleaned out, it's a straight path, just like right here. You know, it helps out a lot. You know, we need to have a certain amount of water for certain fires. Getting water on the fire, obviously, is the most important thing. But if it gets kinked, or there's some delay in getting that water to the engine, so it can put it out into one of the hand lines, which is running inside, and you know, the firefighter has it putting fire out, and there's a delay or a decrease in pressure or water, we're not going to be as effective putting that fire out.